Hi, my name is Ellie and welcome to the Curry Cottage. It's my new project, partially in the form of the house that my husband and I bought last year. So very excited about that, but also I love filling our home with cozy things and knitting a lot of those items, some crochet as well, and just general craft and happiness. So I'm really excited. This channel is coming out of that idea, but also the fact that I have a ton of extra yarn in my stash that I need to go through. So that is the journey that I'm embarking on at this point. I need to take a stock of everything that I have. So that'll be step one, get everything in one place. And then I'm going to make an inventory of it on my computer so that I can just kind of keep track. And I also think it'll be fun as we go through this process of working down that stash to kind of track how far I've come and everything. So take a total and work down from that. My rules for this project are pretty straightforward. I want to use all my stash and I want to not buy additional yarn to do it. So often I will come across a pattern that's supposed to be to address scrap, like a sweater that uses a bunch of scrap in the sleeves, like in some detailing on the wrist, or maybe, as a detailing or color work or something. But I end up buying more yarn to then achieve that goal. And so that's what I'm trying to avoid. I actually genuinely want to net out much less yarn than what I'm starting with, so that I can start fresh and also just work through some projects that I have always wanted to do and I have yarn to do, but I haven't actually had the time to knit. So I'm excited. I'm nervous to see how much yarn I actually have, but I think this will be a really good project, and hopefully you get some entertainment out of it too. I'm going to talk about the yarn that I have, places I got it, ideas I've had for it, the patterns that I use to clear out scrap. I think it'll be fun to explore combining different yarns I have, either different weights or just the same weight, multiple different brands and colors and things like that, to try to use it up. So if that sounds interesting to you, you're in the right place. I think to kick things off, gotta pull out all my yarn, figure out what I actually have, inventory it, and that should give us a good sense. I'm excited what this will do for my office, which I'm in. It may not be an office forever. My husband and I are thinking about having a family and what we want to do with all the different rooms in the house, honestly. So I need to be more flexible, and right now, yeah, it's a mess. So time to get going on looking at everything that I have, inventory it, and get ready to start casting on some projects to start working through this stash. Alright, so first things first, gotta get everything out of my closet, including all these projects that will need to get some love and finishing. Some cute buttons I found. As always, Sophie came in to help. She loves to be involved, especially when there's string and knitting involved. She was only a little bit of a distraction. Mostly a help. And there you have it. A lot of my yarn all together. Okay, so I have inventoried most of my yarn, but now I'm moving into the category that is going to be the craziest, which is all of my Knitting for Olive. This is without a doubt my favorite brand of yarn to work with. I have almost everything that they sell as far as different yarns. My favorites to work with are the merino, the cotton merino, the pure silk I like working with. It's probably not my favorite, but I have knit some summer pieces that I absolutely love with it, so amazing, full send. And I do really like pairing it with the merino or the cotton merino. That creates a really cool drape too, so I like working with that. The mohair is a dream. I love working with their mohair, especially pairing it with the merino or the cotton merino. And then I have knit up a couple things with the heavy merino, including one piece that has the mohair held together with it. That worked up so quick, and it's so warm and luxurious. So I just love all the yarns that they put out. This is going to be a challenge to actually document all of what I have, because right now I've been going through and doing colorway and everything. The truth is, I think I have too many different things going on from them, so I'm just gonna count up the full skeins, weigh the rest of it, and honestly hope I can tell the difference between the merino and the cotton merino, because some of them are very similar, but I can go back and look at purchases and stuff to try to figure that out. So that's my next big mountain. Here you have it, all of my Knitting for Olive collection. I really do love this yarn. You can see me wrapping up a lot of loose ends. These are from a variety of projects that I've done using my Knitting for Olive collection. I recently finished my Marielle sweater, which uses the deep petroleum blue, which was lovely to work with. Got some whole skeins, but a lot of ends. So you can see I weighed everything out, including the larger quantities that I have and the really little ones. There really wasn't anything that was so small it wasn't worth saving, but there was definitely a lot here, as you can see. Okay, I did it. I added up all of the yarn that I have. At first I was going to count skeins, but I don't really think that gives you a good sense of it because they vary so much, and like some skeins are 25 grams, some skeins are 100 grams. So I just decided to add up the weights, which was a choice because it's a big number. Okay, so my stash is 7,818 grams of yarn. Let's see if we can break this up some other ways, give it some meaning. So if I look at it from the standpoint of skeins, it's 135 skeins. Now that includes like the adding up of partial skeins and things like that. Far and away, my biggest category is fingering weight, which is not surprising. I have so much Jamieson Spindrift, which is going to be so fun. I've gotten really into color work. Actually, here's a bunch of it. Yay. So a lot of really amazing colors. I've been collecting that for a while, so can do a lot with that. That's great. I also have a lot of like, I have a whole other box. Oh my God. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, I will say I did feel like something was missing, even though the number was so high. Okay, so scratch everything else that I just said. I'm not going to re-record because honestly, this is the truth of it. This is what's happening. I literally have so much yarn, I can't keep track of it all. So keeping track, total that I have is 8,226 grams of yarn. Full disclaimer, that includes a literal box, or that does not include the box of stuff I'm going to donate, and it does not include any of my 24/7 cotton or these really little colorful crochet yarns that I have, specifically because those I always have. Like, I use them for crocheting. It's separate to me in my mind. That's not really like the stash that I want to like get rid of. Like, I like having that stuff around when I have a small project or I make little cat toys or things like that. Like, I need that yarn for the colors. So as far as a stash bust goes, those aren't in my mind. It's really about the nice real wool stuff that I have bought over the years to make stuff that I just like haven't used, or I did use and now I just have some scraps. So reminding myself of the rules again, not going to spend any money to use up this stash. if I do, my husband can out me in the comments and to all of our family and friends for the rest of time. I'm going to use up as much of this as I possibly can over the course of this year. My goal would be, let's set a goal. I think my goal is to get this 8,000 grams down to 100 grams. Let's just be aggressive with it. And that's like all the little tailings and things like that, just nothing left. I want to use this up. I'm screwed. And it's my own fault. So I hope you join me for this journey of using, that would use up to 1%. 1% of my collection. There's a couple things I've got to frog in order to get to the yarn that I want to use. There are a lot of fun projects in all of this. Some of this I know what I'm going to do with it. A lot of it I don't. But I'm so excited to take this journey, and honestly, it feels really invigorating. I'm excited. So I hope that you'll be joining me and watching along. And as you have ideas and inspo, definitely share them with me. I have a whole lot of fingering weight yarn to get through, and I don't want to make 3,000 grams worth of socks. So we're going to need to come up with something else for that. But I'm really excited. I'm hoping I will find some out-of-the-box scrap buster projects to help. There are a lot of things that I'm super excited to make again. Like there's leftover yarn that I have that's enough to make a second of a project that I have done previously. So yeah, follow along. Here we go. 2026 Stash Buster. Take that 8,226 grams of yarn, get it down to 100 with me.